Hi, my name's Nika, and I'll be walking through some of the features I made for this app. So the first one is this button in the top nav bar. Right now the label shows set your location because we just made this account and haven't saved any address. So if we click that, you can see this pop-up appears. This uses Google Places API for autocomplete. So if we enter the address for the university, you can see it shows this drop down of suggestions. And we click the first one, this save button appears. And if we click that, we get an alert saying address saved. This saves it into Firestore. So if we refresh the page, it's gonna grab it from Firestore and display the street name here. The second thing is the enter address manually button. If we click that, this form appears, and this has a basic input validation. So if we enter an actual address, let's say 1 Main Street, Lowell, Mass. This should save into Firestore. So this uses Google's nearby search, it's called, which based on our input, it's going to try to search for a location, and if it can find it, it's going to save it, and if not, it's going to reject. So if we do that, we can see it shows 1 Main Street here. If we do an address that is like a fake address that Google can find, let's say something like that, you can see it says fail to fetch location for entered address. Please double check your address. So since this is like a fake address and that can't be found, it's not going to be saved. So just whatever the last address we saved is going to be stored. The next feature added is locations for stores. So based on the user's location and based on the maximum radius away, which is 10 miles, we predefined, is gonna store match using nearby search on Google's API, and based on that store, it's gonna find that location within 10 miles. So Stop and Shop is 299 Chelmsford Street, and these are the deals that we have. So for large brown eggs, that's what we have for this. Whole milk 1 gallon is at Shaw's for that deal. Um, a deal for strawberries at Market Basket. So it displays that address here, and this uses longitude and latitude both of the user and the store to calculate the distance away using a formula. We can also like verify the address, make sure it's correct. So for Stop and Shop, let's look it up. Yeah, you can see this is the correct address, and this works for every address. All these are correct. If we want to enter a user's location that has no stores around it, let's say the Mojave Desert, for example. So this shouldn't have any stores of it around it, obviously. So since there's no stores, it says no deals within 10 miles. So because there's no grocery stores near within 10-mile radius. So if we change it back, let's put it back to university. Okay, and then it shows it back for deals near this address. The second thing added, or the other thing added, is the items that's in the database. So I added all these items so each store or each item has a store and the price for every store. Oh, and this is an items.json file that we have. And I also added this simple like filter based search. So we just type stuff here. You can see HONs, anything with HON in it, like honey or Sara Lee honey. Do numbers. So 12, look for anything that has 12 in it, 12 ounce, 12 pack. So this works with just anything that you enter. If you enter random or special characters, it won't show anything. And there's also an X button. Clears your search. And the final thing added, which is similar to hot deals, if we add items and we generate a store, or all the stores. So the address is displayed for the store and the distance away. So from 220 Pawtucket Street, Aldi is 9 miles away at 551 South Broadway in Salem, New Hampshire. Walmart is in Tewksbury, 3.4 miles away. Trader Joe's, and so on. And these are all accurate, same as before. So it's the same logic. All right, so that's all the feature I added so far. Thanks.